What's going on, Humm Baby members, Humm Baby Squad? Thank you so much for your support. Today, we'll be talking about Morant. This is not a baseball story. This is over in basketball, so it becomes a members-only video. And I want to get y'all thoughts on this crazy situation. Morant is one of the better players in the league. This is a superstar for the Grizzlies. This is not just an average player. This is a really good player. In fact, if he was an average player or worse, he probably would have been released by now because he just can't stay out of trouble. And the punishment has been handed down, and I just want to give you my thoughts on what I think about this punishment. It's 25 games. An NBA season is 81 games, so it's kind of like a 50-game suspension in Major League Baseball. Pretty severe suspension, but honestly, I expected worse because Morant, like I said, has just had problem after problem. Here's a timeline, and we can't even get into all the details, but it's just been one thing after another. And at one time, Morant aggressively confronted members of the Pacers traveling party after a game, and then in a slow-moving SUV, which he was riding in, a trained red laser was on them. What the freak? They believed that it was attached to a gun. What the hell? This freaking psychopath. Like right there, I mean, that's just like, what the hell? That's just the first thing. Then later, a lawsuit was filed because he allegedly assaulted a 17-year-old kid, and that was at a pickup basketball game that tempers had escalated, and I believe his mom had called him. From what I hear, he showed up to take care of things and got into trouble there. Later, he appeared to flash a gun on Instagram. This is the first flashing of a gun on Instagram, where he had to apologize for. Also got into some trouble in Colorado. There was an investigation into something to do with waving a gun around at a nightclub. Anyway, I mean, I just can't keep track of everything. And then lately, after all this, after he stepped away from the team to get some help, supposedly, and made his statement and everything, he got caught again on Instagram, I believe, with a gun, waving a gun around with his boys or whatever. And it's just, look, I mean, first of all, if your state allows it, and you have the proper permits and you want to have a gun, carry a gun for protection, it's not against the law. I mean, that's fine, but taking it out, waving it around like gangster or whatever, I don't know, what are you trying to do? You're an NBA basketball player, you're a professional. I mean, you just can't be, that just cannot be happening. So after this whole list of problems that he's had and having already done this once, I thought he was going to get hit with at least 40 games, like half a season, maybe even a full season. It ends up being 25 games. So as far as I'm concerned, this is your last chance. At least that's what I would be thinking if I was the commissioner of the NBA. Like, this is your last chance. You're going to get suspended 25 games. You screw up again, I mean, you're done. You're done. You're missing at least a full season or more because it just can't keep happening. I don't know, man. As Charles Barkley would say, freaking knucklehead, okay? Terrible. Just terrible. But the Grizzlies suspended Morant from team activities May 14th after video on social media circulating showing the All-Star brandishing a firearm. Second time the NBA suspended Morant for 8 games following a similar incident in March. So he was suspended 8 games, didn't learn his lesson. And after other issues he had, now he's done it again. He's suspended 25. I mean, I believe in second chances, but I don't know about third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I mean, what is going on? Morant's decision to once again wield a firearm on social media is alarming and disconcerting, given his similar conduct from March, which he was already suspended 8 games. The potential for other youth to emulate Ja's conduct is particularly concerning. Under these circumstances, we believe a suspension of 25 games is appropriate and makes clear that engaging in reckless and irresponsible behavior with guns will not be tolerated. Again, if the state allows it, you got the proper permits, proper training and everything, and you want to have a gun for self-defense, if needed, for protection, whatever. I mean, hey, it can be a debate whether that should be allowed or not, but if it is allowed, then yeah, you're fine to do that. But waving it around like freaking gangster online, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't wave your gun around like that. That's not what the purpose of carrying should be. Okay, I personally don't own a gun, so I'm not acting like I'm some kind of gun owner or have knowledge on that. I obviously know how to fire a weapon. I've been in the military, but I'm just saying I choose not to own a gun and carry one around with me. I'm a little bit clumsy. I find that kind of scary just to have it. I don't feel like I need it, but if your state allows it and you want to, that's fine. But don't be waving it around like that. bad influence to say the least, dangerous, and just stupid. And I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you're proving it. So as far as I'm concerned, 25 was a little light. If it was me, if I was a commissioner, I would have gave 40, half a season. You're missing half a season. You do it again. It's a full season. You do it again and you're done, dude. At some point, you're done. We can't just keep giving you chances. But let me know what you guys think. This guy appears to be a knucklehead. He's a great player. I don't know what he's not. He wasn't even, by the way, didn't apparently grow up in like, the hood or whatever. He grew up in a middle class to, even maybe slightly higher than that. A very a caring family, a loving family, and went to good schools. And I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who he's hanging out with. I don't know what's going on. But I'm hoping for the best for Ja Morant, and hopefully he comes back and doesn't screw up anymore. That's what I hope. I really do. I hope that he can continue his career and get his act together. Stop waving your gun around. You're a professional. Let's freaking go. You're a professional. It's dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous not just because you're waving a gun around, but it's dangerous for children who look up to you and watch you. Come on, man, let's go. I know he's not watching this video unless he's a Humm Baby Baseball membership, in which case I appreciate that, y'all. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you next time.